Many people have tried and failed in their bids to run to be the President of the United States, but they have been noted for their decorated history of service in other parts of the American government system. When John McCain lost to Barack Obama, thus making it inevitable that he will never become president, one could lament that he was one such figure who would be one of the greatest people never to become president. Some might say the same about Al Gore, but who knows, he might run to be president in years to come. He's still got many years left. Uh, some say that Henry Kissinger, although not American born, he was like a co-president assisting Richard Nixon and helped the Nixon administration to be more balanced. But today we had the death of General Alexander Haig, who is best known in the United Kingdom for his shuttle diplomacy with Margaret Thatcher in an attempt to avert the Falklands War, which happened a few months before I was born in 1982. Now, General Haig, you'll gather from the general part, if you don't know who he is, that he served his country in Vietnam before going on to serve in the Nixon White House, where he was the chief of staff. And he's credited as being the person who encouraged President Nixon to resign office, and it is apparently General Haig who is regarded as being the person who kept the White House steady to such success that President Ford then invited him to serve in his White House as well. And then, when the inevitable change of administration happened, General Haig was then behind the scenes again, but then he returned to the White House under President Reagan, where he was the Secretary of State. And some derided General Haig, saying that he made himself look foolish by saying that when President Reagan was shot, as the Vice President, George Bush the Elder, was not in the White House at that time. General Haig claimed that it was him who was running the country from the White House. So some say that he was giving himself more power there than what he was actually eligible for. But I've just seen the archive clip on the BBC News website, and I see what he means. He's trying to keep people calm. He doesn't want people to think that there is absolutely nobody running the country. I know that when September the 11th happened, the American administration disappeared then, and us here in the United Kingdom thought then that, according to a book I've been reading about Tony Blair recently, Tony Blair himself was frustrated because he thought that there seemed to be nobody running America at that time of crisis because all the figures disappeared. But in this instance, General Haig stepped forward and said, "The president has been shot. We don't know where the vice president is. I'm here, so therefore I will help to run things." That's quite admirable. So he shouldn't have been criticised for that. And of course, the obituary I'm reading on the BBC News website says that he fell out of favour with the Reagan White House a year after that incident, and it's felt then that his time in office had been exhausted. However, he then ran for the Republican Party nomination in 1988, but he lost that to George Bush the Elder, and it was that ended his political career. But as I say, a distinguished general, more distinguished, no, hard to say if he's more distinguished than Senator John McCain, but definitely in terms of positions held in the White House and by being in the right historical places at the right historical times, and by proving himself to be a safe pair of hands, I suppose you could say that Alexander Haig is one of the best American public servants never to have been elected as President of the United States. And I'm sure that there are many other individuals who you might think of who also are the best people never to have been elected President. Feel free to contribute in the box below here on YouTube other famous American public servants who you think should have become presidents but never did. Okay, thank you for your time. I video blog on a daily basis, and I hope that you will join me for more videos over the next few days, weeks, and months. Until next time, it's bye for now.